Buongiorno everyone, welcome back to Magpie Channel TV and welcome to the Ozarks. Yes, if you've seen the Netflix drama, not quite that version, this is the UK version, this is the Lake District. We're here on the Lake District, lovely space, beautiful place, lovely scenes. I'm on a little midweek getaway before we get back to business this Saturday at home at Liverpool, and then the big one next week, the League Cup final. But aye, with the Lake District here, it's absolutely unreal, loving it, on a boat back from Almelside to Windermere. If you know the Lake District well, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, doesn't matter, just enjoy the scenery, you know what I mean? It's an unreal place, it's loving it. But we're here, going to give you a quick preview when I'm on the boat back. This video is brought to you by Circl. They are sponsoring this week's video again, thank you very much for them. Great little sweet steak app, we've been through it before. This week it's Newcastle v Liverpool, a huge game, as you can see on the screen there, jackpots paid out like that. The ultimate prize at the end for the winner. So why not get involved in this week's Circl? Scan that QR code, link is in the description. Play against me for the big clash this weekend against Liverpool. 5:30 kick-off, £3 enter, big prizes up for grabs. Download the app and get involved. Before we get into more of my thoughts about this weekend's game, let's hear from the Cop TV's AGT.
Hello, the Magpie Channel. It's your old friend AGT. Big up to Matty Renton and Keg and all the boys there. Listen, first and foremost, I hope you beat the Manx next week in the Carabao Cup final. I'm praying that Newcastle get their first trophy in forever. But there's obviously a very big matter before that. Scouse is coming up to Newcastle. The record, yes, we won there last season, but Newcastle haven't lost at home this season. We can take a little bit of hope from the fact that they've drawn 11 games this year, haven't scored the most goals, but they're very good at defending. And I think the last game we played against Newcastle definitely represents that. So, listen, it's going to be a tough game. I'm going to go for a slight Liverpool win, 2-1. But I want to know from Newcastle fans, how are you feeling before this game? Liverpool, obviously a little turn up in form after the derby. But going into that Carabao Cup game next week, and with Bruno out, how confident are Newcastle fans of a win here? Be honest as well. Big up to you, Matty. Hope you had a good one, mate. And I'll see you on the Saturday football show on DR Sports next week. Up the Reds, 2-1.
Because it is a big one. It's always a big one against Liverpool. It's always a classic game of the Premier League throughout the years. And it's important that Newcastle really, honestly man, I said this before the last game, get 3 points and we didn't. Draw Castle United week after week, draw. Everyone's saying that now. Where's the fucking patent for TMC on that? Eh? Draw Castle United. Started saying that last year, but it's back again now with all the draws this season. But will Newcastle get back to winning ways this weekend? I'd honestly be surprised. Even though we've score prediction, I'm backing it. So I've contradicted myself there nice and early in the video. But you know, the way we're going, the amount of draws we're picking up, that we're not very clinical in front of goal. And we're coming up against the Liverpool side that's on a bit of a resurgence now. You know, they did well against Everton in the derby the other night. I thought Everton were very poor, mate. But you know, I thought Darwin Núñez looked bright. He's about to score against me. Can't score for shit, so he'll score against us just for the crack. You know, I thought Liverpool were good. They started being a bit more intensity in the play, a bit more aggression. That may be the derby, that may be the atmosphere. But they just looked a lot better with and without the ball for the first time in a long time. To be honest, you know, the pressure was building a bit on Klopp and a bit on Liverpool. But I tell you what, this is a huge game because of the top four. So if Newcastle win, then we obviously extend our position in the top four. But if Liverpool win, they can really start closing the gap on us. And they've got that game in hand as well. So if they can do that, it's going to change the way the table looks a bit, you know what I mean? The way the form looks and the table looks. So it is a big game in that sense. You know, we cannot fall away because ever since that semi-final, even the quarter-final, you know, we've had a bit of a hangover. We've had a bit of a League Cup hangover for me. The players and everyone have clearly had their eyes on the League Cup final. I think that's clear as day to see. We've got to try and smarten up and make sure, you know, we haven't been beaten. We've had 2 draws, but it should have been better. We should be beating teams like West Ham at home. Should be doing better. But you know, we are where we are now. If we can go into the final with a win, that would be massive. Bit of momentum, bit of confidence. But obviously again this weekend without Bruno, his final game of his suspension, that's big. No Bruno, so that's a big shame. Obviously it looks like Almiron and St. Maximin should be fit, but Joe Willock hasn't been picked at training. Looks like Willock's probably going to be out for a couple of weeks. Probably going to miss the cup final, isn't he? Which is a huge blow for him and us, especially with the lack of options in midfield. It's not good. Joelinton's on that yellow, which won't count for the final, but if he gets a red, it obviously will count, so we've got to be careful there. But Liverpool against Newcastle, you know, Newcastle haven't lost a game this season except against Liverpool. 1-L on our record this season, that was at Anfield. That's scruffy, awful, disgusting. 98th minute winner for Liverpool, well undeserved. Isak's goals were fine. Never mind that, it's done now. But that's the only defeat we've had this season. The last defeat we had, was at St James's Park, was against Liverpool last April. So we haven't been beaten at home since we played Liverpool. So it's not a good side for us to come up against, really, is it? Even without their run of form, there's still that hoodoo over it from the 90s. You know, we've got the last defeat, like I said, last April was against Liverpool at home. And since then we've been on 13 league games unbeaten at St James's Park, so that's massive. So that's a good sign, but we need to take it into this game. And we need to wake up and perform for this game, to be fair, before the League Cup final. Get into them, get on it, and try and get a win. But to be honest with you, I'd probably take a draw in this one. I'd probably take a draw. But I'm going to back a 1-0 Newcastle win. I'm going to back it. Right then, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this boat trip, get back onto land, hopefully safe and secure. I'm a wicked swimmer anyway, so it wouldn't matter. But I got the monster in there somewhere, you know what I mean? But the Loch Ness Monster, Lake District version, apparently, you've seen that. Who knows? Anyways, drop your comments below what you think of this video, what you think of the game this weekend, most importantly, your score predictions. Subscribe to the MattyTMC TV and enjoy yourself.